Our Standard & Poor's affirms its long and short-term foreign and local currency sovereign ratings on Angola to B- with an outlook kept at stable. For more on the rationale behind the ratings, I'm joined by Ravi Bhatia, who is the Director at Sovereign Ratings at Standard & Poor's. Thank you so much for making the time to join us, Ravi. So tell us, what is the rationale behind this?
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Well, the rationale, it's a fairly strong rating at BB- stable. It was upgraded 2 years ago and has stayed at this level since then. If you just put it into context, its former colonial power, Portugal, is currently rated BB with a negative outlook. So there's very little, which is essentially one notch, but is on negative outlook. One notch higher than Angola. So the two countries are neck on neck, which seems to highlight the strength of the Angolan oil economy and the current weaknesses in Europe with the European crisis. Yeah, Angola is, Africa's leading oil economy. It's producing 1.8 million barrels roughly of oil per day. Given the problems in Nigeria at the moment, it is on par with Africa's largest producer, which is Nigeria is also producing around 1.7, 1.8 at the moment. The oil sector in Angola is well managed. All the big players are there. Total, the Americans. There's a number of players in the economy. They've been there for a long time. The issues are that outside the oil sector, it still remains an economy that is being reconstructed. As you're aware, I'm sure, they came out of civil war in 2002 and have been rebuilding since. Yeah. So the non-oil economy has also been growing strongly.
Yeah. Ravi,
yeah,
sorry, I just want to jump in there because we only have a very short amount of time. There's still some questions that I think I'd like to get to. What are the growth prospects for Angola, though? Because the Standard & Poor's has still highlighted that that the fact that Angola is so susceptible or so fragile when it comes to oil shocks and production shocks. I mean, what is their outlook going forward?
Yeah, the outlook is bright. There's a lot. The non-oil growth has been growing very strongly, so there's a whole reconstruction effort. So the non-oil economy is everything's required from construction to services to the agricultural sector. It's all open for business. And the oil economy, with the prices as they are, there's a lot of upside, and they're developing a whole bunch of new fields, and they've had several rounds of new licensees, so the outlook is bright.
So tell us, what would you think the impact will be on the trade account, taking all these factors into consideration?
Well, on the current account, they run big surpluses. It's an oil producer, a massive oil producer. They import a hell of a lot of capital goods and consumer goods, but still on a net basis, they run a big current account surplus. And on the external front, they're an external creditor. They're strong on their external accounts are strong. So it's not one of our concerns.